Barcelona Olympics 1992. Sonia O'Sullivan is one of the greatest sporting figures Ireland has ever produced. Her career as a track and field athlete saw her competing at the highest international levels for over a decade. She turned in world-class times in events ranging from the 1500 metres to the marathon, capped by World Championship gold in the 5000 metres in 1995 and Olympic silver in the same event in 2000. In the following extract from her autobiography, Sonia, My Story, O'Sullivan recalls her experience at the Barcelona Olympics in 1992. Lollipops, Christmas parties, little things like that were the incentives that drew me in. Trips, the fun of it. We would travel to Dublin on the train for races in Santry or Belfield. When the ticket collector came around, a gang of us would hide in the loo. We would leave maybe 2 of our accomplices with the 3 tickets we had bought between us. All those wet days, all those evenings running in sodden fields after school, all the rivalries and all the sessions, all the medals thrown into boxes and all the defeats brooded over for weeks. All of that leads to here, to an Olympic final. And all the little things you bring to it make you think that you have an edge, that this is your time. A few moments ago, just as we walked to the start line with 65,000 people in the stadium, suddenly attentive towards us, I glanced up and I noticed the Olympic flame burning orange against the purple night. And it struck me, for the first time, really hit me more than anything else, that this is the Olympics. This is the dream. Down on the track, this can be a lonely thought to find yourself holding on to just before the start of the biggest race of your life. But the night was playing tricks. I looked away from the flame and across the great wall of faces, and I locked eyes with, of all people, my father. Dad grinned at me, the whole world watching, but we locked for a moment. This is the Olympics, but kid, it's only a race. The gun cracks, and we shoot off at first like mildly startled animals, jockeying for position and throwing shapes at one another. It's slow. You would think that the Olympic finals would be run at full pace, that the person who could run the quickest would dictate that pace. But we are cagey, and we each have our strengths. In the 1988 Olympic final, Mary Decker-Slaney went for the slash and burn tactic, pushing everybody out at world record pace for the first 1,000 metres. She was still in front at the halfway mark, but she had not shaken the pack. At 2,000 metres, my Villanova college mate Vicky Huber went past Mary Decker-Slaney. Then Yvonne Murray went past, and then Tatiana Samolenko, now running under her married name, Tatiana Dorovskik. They kept pouring past Mary Decker-Slaney. The medalists and the 4th and 5th place girls all improved to their personal best times by at least 7 seconds. Mary Decker-Slaney finished 9th for her troubles. There is no way anybody is going to make the same mistake tonight. So, here in Barcelona, up on the hill they called Montjuic, Alison Wyeth goes to the front for a bit. I think nothing of it. The pace doesn't get any faster just because Alison is leading us. The big guns are not impressed or worried. So, I stay tucked in with the pack. I have certain cards in my hands. Everyone else has other cards, their strengths. We play them when we see fit. The first move that interests us is when, coming down the back straight towards the bell for the last lap, Yvonne Murray moves to the front. I've been watching Yvonne all along through. She is the European champion. And for me, tonight, the favourite. 500 metres left and Yvonne has to go now. She got a bronze in Seoul and she ran 8.29.02 in that final. She has not got a devastating kick at the finish, so Yvonne needs to go now if she is to get on the podium. When she makes her move, it sets a flag waving in my head. I've been waiting for this. Yvonne plays her card and I raise her. I skip away from the pack and fasten myself onto Yvonne's frail shoulders. See ya, suckers. And suddenly, very quickly, I realise that Yvonne's cards are all on the table and that she's been holding nothing. She goes. I go. And I realise with over 300 left that she is dead, running on empty. The two of us are not leaving the field behind. I'm practically bumping into Yvonne's shoulder blades. Nerves get to her, I think. Yvonne put the pedal to the floor before she was supposed to. I accelerated just to stay with her. Now she's out of fuel. With 300 metres to go, she is all but stopped. She has nothing left. And suddenly, I find myself in the lead, not knowing what to do. Another fine mess. I do not have the confidence to be out here. I just run as hard as I can, but deep down, I know that I am running scared, waiting for the worst. We had been coming on to the start of the back straight of the final lap when Yvonne evaporated into the night and left me alone, out in front of an Olympic field. About 150 metres away from my comfort zone. It is too soon, but it is too exciting also. The crowd are clapping in rhythm, trying to urge somebody to make a move. So I go with it. I make a push. Maybe I have enough. Maybe fear, adrenaline, and innocence will push me home. Now the walls are making so much noise. All around me, this massive bowl is coming alive. People are on their feet. Flashbulbs are popping. The hot lava excitement has just spilled over and down onto the red oval where we have been playing cat and mouse. I go for it. Flat out. Push, push, push. Down around the last bend. Legs stretching as far as they can go. Arms pumping. I cannot hear the footfalls behind me. I cannot glance up at the immense screen. I cannot see the posse. But I can tell from the noise washing over us that I am not escaping them on this last bend. They are reeling me in. We come around onto the final straight. We are beyond thought and tactics now. Our guts are busting. Our hearts are pumping. I can feel their breaths on my shoulders. There is just 100 metres to an Olympic medal. 90 metres. Just down that track. I can see glory. No. It is all over. I was out in front, still running, but in reality, a dead girl walking. Out in front with the world watching and just asking questions. Why am I here? What am I doing? I could not handle the answers. I had run a young athlete's race. The whole Olympic experience overtook me when I had planned it the other way around. I was racing against the same people on the same size track as I always did. But next thing I knew, I was getting past. A sucker's race. I knew it would come, but still, I was not ready for it. When they came from behind, they have it all. They can see how you are going. They can make all the judgments. I got past, and they disappeared. If I had run for a medal or held my head 200 or 300 metres back, I would have had a chance. But I went for it. I went crazy, gambled, and lost. When they pass you like this, you're dead. Really. Just dead. So Romanova steams past on my right, a dark blur. I'm 85 metres now to an Olympic silver. I know I will not get. I hardly have time to think or react when Durov's kick goes through on my left. They go almost in unison, reacting to each other. I know, without needing to look, that I do not exist for them anymore. My legs have no more power. Angela Chalmers, in a red and blue Canadian outfit, goes past me on the right, and suddenly, in the space of 20 metres, my story has changed. Gold, silver, bronze, fourth, footnote, the loneliest corner at the party. There is a picture of that moment when I died. People used to come up to me and ask me to sign it. Romanova, Durov's kick and Chalmers have all gone past, and my face is just like that painting, The Scream by Edward Munch. I look like I'm crying, but I'm just screaming. I had just watched my death. Afterwards, my dad cries. I cry. Many tears get spilled, but hey, this is a journey. It is ongoing. I have travelled. 5 years ago, I was a 17-year-old kid with a big mop of hair, and I surprised everyone, myself included, by galloping away with the senior Irish cross-country title at a Grace in Killenaw. The TV people were there, and they asked me, "What now?" I stood there in my black and yellow Ballymore Cove singlet, and I probably should have said, "Now? A fish burger and chips and Mandy's, please," or "Now I'm going to do my maths homework." But I said, "I'd like to run the Olympics, but sure, I'll take each day as it comes." Now I'm under the stand in Montjuic. I have run in the Olympics. It's over. Fourth place leaves you with nothing to hang around your neck. But I have run in the Olympics, and I know that it was not enough. Now I have to do the second part. Continue the journey. I have to take each day as it comes. Fourth place. I run out into the night with Kim, warming down as we jog back towards the Olympic Village. I hardly know this man, but Kim listens, and I talk. I unravel. I tell him I screwed up. I tell him that I got it wrong. I tell him I was so close, this close. He tells me that I just got into the wrong place at the wrong time. He tells me that I am 22. He tells me that in my career, the starter's pistol just sounded. Journey, journey, journey. He lets me know that fourth is enough for today. Fourth place lets me reach my arm into the big box and pull out a big lollipop. I have a career now, and it is on the track, one day at a time.
If reading, writing, maths or technology is holding you back, free phone 1800 20 20 65 to see how we can help.